Good. So hyped, so excited. Like I can't believe my show is coming out on Friday. It's like, wait, what?
Absolutely. No,
It
crazy.
doesn't feel real.
No, I mean, it is real, girl. Well, it's kind of real because, you know, that's funny that you said that with the whole upload thing. It's kind of real, but it's real. But
Exactly. Yes.
no, we're going to get into it. I have some really, like, I watched the first episode. I didn't want to get too deep into it because I was like, you know what, I want to come in fresh with just some of my own questions. But first and foremost, we are still in our quarantine. How have you been doing?
It's definitely been an adjustment. I'm not gonna lie. I went through. I'm just coming out of my phase of eating ice cream and pizza and all the things that like one should not eat all the time. Ideally, but yeah, I just started a 5-day detox on Monday.
Oh,
So I'm on day 3.
yes,
I'm regretting it. I miss my ice cream.
Yeah, and it's hot. So, where are you at right now?
Los Angeles.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah, girl, it's hot. So ice cream is needed. It is essential. Okay, any type of ice. Absolutely. Yeah, and I saw you have a cat, Kiva.
Oh my gosh, where is she? Kiva. She'd be playing me.
Oh,
she was yelling at me earlier. She was like, "You're ignoring me, and I'm done with you."
Oh, the great thing, it's funny. So you have a needy cat. Most of the time, cats are so like, you know, into their own zone.
She's 8 months old, so she's a baby. So she's very much like, I want to hang out with you all the time. But I'm fostering her, so it's not permanent. I'm just like a halfway house before she goes to her forever home, which I think I just found one. So I had like a little interview today with a potential adopter who I think is gonna do it. So she'll find.
Awesome. Shout out to you. That's dope. That's super, super dope. Well, we do want to jump into Upload. Congratulations.
Yes.
Super, super amazing.
Thank you.
So I actually read an interview where you said that you felt like Upload prepared you for quarantine, for the COVID-19.
Girl. It did. It did. Can you hear me twice? Or do I sound good? Okay.
Yeah, you sound
I'm hearing myself twice.
Okay, it's a little bit of echo, but I can put in my headphones if that helps. Hold on.
I wonder. Oh, look at all these comments.
Yes. And everybody, please feel free to send Andy you guys' questions and concerns and loves and affirmations. Hold on one second.
Yes.
Ooh, hopefully we don't mess anything up. Can you? Okay.
Oh, cool. I shouldn't have said anything.
No.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Oh, yes.
Boom. See, amazing. Technology. We gotta do.
You know when you hear your own voice back and you're like, ooh, yeah, that's how I sound. I don't know if that's how. Like in your mind, you sound different.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, we want to make sure that this is a comfortable experience for you. And I also want to give a shout out to you. No, listen, this is all about you. You are the Upload star, okay, honey? It is all about you. Whatever makes you comfortable. I'm still trying to get used to. I just got an iPhone 11, going from an iPhone 6 to an iPhone 11. So I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new decade. I'm so proud of you.
I know. It's so
crazy. We need to talk about that. Like,
I know. The crazy thing is I'm such a simplest when it comes to technology, but I use it so much for my job. So I am happy to be I'm happy to be in 2020, even though I would like to maybe go back to 2019. But here we are.
Okay.
Exactly.
This is where we are. I mean, wow. If you just got into iPhone 11, then watching Upload and seeing all this technology, I don't know how you're going to cope, honestly.
We can definitely get into that. The craziest thing to me is, because I do want to first ask you, okay, so would you well, we'll get into those questions later because I have a
Okay.
series of different upload based questions that I have to ask you. But okay, so how you said that this prepared you for you felt like this. I just wanted to kind of
Oh
expound on that a little
yeah.
bit.
Yes. I mean, because Nora exists in reality, but also exists in Lakeview, which is this digital afterlife. So she's in two places at once. So you know, and a lot of her interactions with her clients that she's a customer service angel or rep
Mm-hmm.
for, is through VR. It's through screens. That's how she talks to people. Like you'll throughout the series, you see people holding up their hands because they're looking at a phone, and so
Mm-hmm.
you're like, that's how people interact. And I'm like, man, this is way too real. It's too similar to like Nora's existence because that's how she deals with people. And here I am finding myself talking to my loved ones, to you, to every, you know, like all through a
Yeah.
screen. So I'm like, okay, this definitely is a was a in preparation for like boot
Yeah.
camp in a way for this. Yeah.
No, absolutely. So what was it like? So take us back to when you first got the role, and when did you first meet your castmates? So Nathan, who is played by Robbie.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I first auditioned end of 2017.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, I've been working on this for a long time. And I was the last person to audition for my role.
Mm,
And Robbie was the first person to audition for his role.
okay.
So everything my process was really fast because I auditioned, and in about a week I got
Mm-hmm.
the role. It like
Oh
never
wow.
happens that fast. You know, hardly ever.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it does, but usually it's a longer process.
Mm-hmm.
But it happened really fast, and I met everybody at the table read like
Okay.
weeks later, but I had a chemistry read with Robbie. So we
Okay.
had a chemistry to see if we got along. And you know, I guess we
Yeah.
did.
No,
I'm kidding.
absolutely. No, right. No,
It was
absolutely.
great.
So, and for the people who don't know, Upload is based on this futuristic life where you can choose your afterlife, or what we don't know. Because I guess for my first viewing of the episode, you can pass away normally, but it's up to you.
Yeah, it's your choice. It's right before death. You can upload your consciousness and memories and everything to this digital afterlife. It's almost like the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And it's programmed by different companies. So the company that Nora works for is Horizon,
Mm-hmm.
and so their heaven's called Lakeview. It's very kind of classic Americana vibes.
Mm.
And then but like Apple has a heaven, and their
Right.
heaven is like the Caribbean. It's called Apple Cove. So if you're down for that, like if you want your afterlife to be you know, more of, they have a Vegas type inspired
Mm-hmm.
heaven. There's an African safari one, like whatever you want like the rest of your afterlife to be,
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of do that, but you know, it ain't cheap.
Right. Right. And see, and we're gonna get into that because I was like, so okay, but it comes with a cost. You know, when you have a funeral, it's like you pay that cost and then it's over with. But this you're
Yes.
paying for, it's really more ideally, or it will be more so affordable for people in higher tax brackets.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
As you
So
get into the series, you'll see that like there's
mm-hmm.
the income inequality and how it gets addressed, which is really interesting.
Absolutely. So when you first read this script, when you first got this put into your face, what did you like? What were your first initial thoughts?
I was like, man, this is crazy. You know, the idea that you can upload yourself to this like next chapter of your life
Mm-hmm.
is wild. And I mean, I'm a big fan of, you know, the Black Mirrors and all the, you know, kind
Yes.
of these futuristic that explore what the future might hold for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, this is fascinating. And it's a comedy, whereas, you know, a lot of like the Black Mirror episodes aren't funny.
Right.
You know, like you need a break after you watch one of
Right,
those.
right. And it makes you think. It really does. And this definitely makes you think as well. There were so many questions. I know for me, first question in regards to upload, would you choose an afterlife or would you just die normally?
I mean, I gotta upload. I
Really?
gotta upload.
What? That's
I
is
know. I
that's
know. You know what? And that's the thing I love about this show is like it's such a conversation starter, and it's such like there's so many things as you watch it that's gonna be like, would you do that? Like, what do you think about that?
right.
And I've thought about it a lot where it's like, yeah, I mean, why not? It's like it's a chance
Mm,
you know, it's really like a second chance, like to live and maybe do things that you never really got a chance to do while you were, you know, regular alive.
mm.
Um, and then maybe, you know, a server will crash and then you'll just like for real be gone. And
Right.
whatever that is, then you go that.
Yeah, absolutely. It always
Why,
kind
what
of,
would you do?
I don't, okay. So, because, like I said, in the first episode, Nora and her father bring up a good conversation. And I don't want to spill too much because the show comes out, like you said, this Friday. So I don't want to give you guys too much away. But it is such a great show, and it does bring up a lot of good conversations. I honestly feel like I just want to die because I feel like I would be going against what God wants. But it's
Mm,
funny because Nora brings up another conversation at the end of the first episode, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm like contemplating what I would do. Okay, if you were in this afterlife, what afterlife would you
yep.
choose? Where would you go?
Oh, I'm going to Apple Cove. Listen, I need Caribbean. I need
Yes.
beach. I need pina coladas. And, you know, I just need all of that. I'll have my guitar. I can just play,
Mm-hmm.
just jam, just
Absolutely. Absolutely.
island life,
No,
you
I
know?
agree. I think I'm trying to think if I would want to. I don't know. It's just so hard. I think for me, I'm so moral based. So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever God wants, I just don't want to mess that up or whatever it might be. But at the same
Yeah.
time, being able to still talk to your loved ones, I think that was the most appealing part of Upload was, wow, you don't
Right.
necessarily have to leave the people who have passed away. Um,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
And that's what I mean, Nora's biggest thing is, you know, wanting her dad to upload so that way they can stay connected forever. And
yeah.
oh, there we go. Okay.
Uh-oh, there we go.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Like I said, the conversation between Nora and her dad, it really made me think, okay, yeah, you don't want to go against divine order, but at the same time, like Nora said at the end of the episode, God gives us the ability to create things and technology, resources so that we can extend life as much as we want to. But at the same time, it's like we really never know what the barrier is or what the border is. Do you feel like humans
Yes.
rely too much on technology, or do you feel like we are starting to kind of be a little bit too controlling over our own narratives when it comes to life?
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait
No,
a minute.
because no, listen, I'm so dead. You are
Oh
hilarious. I'm so weak. But I'm just
my God. Wait,
listen.
someone's knocking on my door.
Do your
Okay,
thing.
wait. Hang on.
No
Okay,
problem.
wait. I can hear you. I'm gonna talk while I do this.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. What is the question?
Do you? I know. Listen, I had so many notes while I was watching. Do you feel like humans have control issues when it comes to, especially in regard, because it's us controlling our death? Do you think that humans rely
Oh,
too much on?
we're reliant on technology. You know,
Yes.
I would say that I mean before all of this, I would say, you know, guys, this is exciting because this is what just came at my
Oh,
door. So,
see, flowers.
I got a card.
Listen,
Okay. I
deliveries.
was like, who is banging on my door right now?
They said
Like,
they need you to get.
chill.
They need this bouquet in your house today.
Okay. Oh, that's so beautiful.
And just again, you
Um,
guys, for Andy, if you guys have any questions, post them so that we can get to them.
yes. Okay.
that's so sweet.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
no, I'm not just saying, is this a boo thing?
It's not a boo thing, although I need to talk to the boo thing and be like, so you slipping because
right. Oh, but that's sweet.
No, it's from my best friend, Constance. She's amazing. We went to Israel. No, we went to I'm a mess. We went to Egypt last year together, and we went to the Grand Canyon. We have like a travel duo name called Musalo.
Okay.
It's dumb. Anyway,
no, it's not. Okay, let's get into it. How did you create Musalo? How does
Musalo?
Musalo. Is it a language that y'all created as friends?
I guess so. In a way, we're both from Cameroon, and we went on this road trip together to see the Grand Canyon. And while we were driving, we like pulled over because we saw this animal that we were like, "What is that?" And so then we were like, "Is it a moose? Is it a buffalo?" And then we were like, "It's a musalo." And then that became like our tag, and like so now when we then went to Egypt, we were like, oh, Musalo Adventures.
Okay. Did you?
We're a mess.
No, did you ever figure out what the animal was? Because now I'm curious and I need to Google.
Yes. Do I remember? No. Because Musalo was far more interesting. I was like, okay, cool.
Musalo. Listen.
It was some kind of a deer, a male deer.
Oh, wow. See, I mean, listen.
I don't know animals.
Well, no, listen. We know technology, though, and those flowers are gorgeous. Whoever ordered them has taste, okay? Oh, you said your friend ordered them, so yeah, she has taste.
Yeah. My BFF. Aw. Okay.
Yes, no, that's super cute.
I'm going to hit her up after.
I know, awesome. You should. She needs to come into the chat and be like, listen, you're welcome for your flower, your bouquet.
I know, right? I know.
That's super cute.
I know. Yeah,
but yeah, no,
that's awesome.
It
okay,
is.
Yes. Yeah. So before this, that was a nice little sidebar. But before this, I absolutely would have been like, there has been such a reliance on technology of like, you know, having to be attached to your phone all the time and looking at a screen. I think my cat is stuck inside.
No, do what you gotta do.
Where is she?
What are you doing in there?
She was literally stuck inside. I guess she must have run in there after me.
There she goes. Oh, is she a tabby?
Yes. Okay,
love
bye.
Tabbies.
This is you're asking how quarantine is going. This is how it's going. It's madness.
No. I love it.
So, but like now, kind of in where we are, I feel like technology has afforded us so much, and the ability to continue to connect with people that are important to us. That without it, I mean, it's kind of like where would we be now? Because it's like, how do we talk to our family, our friends, you know, our boo things? So it's kind of like, it's tough. But there's definitely moments where I find myself still yearning for, and especially now, for that face-to-face. And just like, there's nothing like it. To be in the same room with somebody. So that's the flip side of it, is like, you know, right now we are so reliant on technology to connect us, which is beautiful. But there is something that's so powerful and beautiful about human to human interaction that you just can't quite get yet with, you know, technology.
And it's funny because you said that so well, and that's really what the first episode of Upload to Me demonstrates, is that while we do rely greatly on technology, it still never is quite the same. Because even though Robbie Nathan he's still in touch with his, you know, a little crazy girlfriend, it still doesn't feed the need that he has in order to communicate with people that he loves. While he's still happy, it still is not satisfactory.
Yeah.
What was the
Right.
first scene that you shot with for Upload?
Our first day we shot the last scene of the pilot.
Okay.
So we started with, you know, one of the heaviest days.
Yes.
And then it ended up raining that same day, which is horrible because we were shooting it in what is supposed to be heaven, and it's supposed to
Okay.
be sunny
Oh.
all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
so so it was like pouring down rain. So
Mm-hmm.
we actually ended up having to reshoot that scene, but that was the first day kind of coming in really, really heavy with this climactic scene. And
Yeah.
but I'm glad like that's how we started, because it was like, you know what, just jump into the fire, you know, and into the
Mm-hmm.
deep water of getting. And Greg Daniels directed the
Yes.
pilot episode and the second episode also. So working with him as a director was really cool because this is his baby. So
Yeah.
he was right there like every step of the way. But what's really great is he was so like open to collaborating,
Mm-hmm.
and was just like, is there a way to make this joke funnier? Like, would she say this here? And this is like right from the beginning, which
Mm-hmm.
was so cool because, you know, he's a legend.
Yeah. No. Literally, I could go on and on about Greg. We're gonna get into Greg a little bit later because I love that there's a scene inside the first or in the first episode that I like the little tidbit. I hope they keep it. But
Hmm.
so well, and we can actually get into that. So I have some upload based questions.
Okay.
Would you choose? Oh, we asked you already. Ready? Would you choose an afterlife or die normally? You said that you would choose an afterlife. So there's a
Yep.
scene where Nora is in the bathroom and she's flipping through different Greg Daniels shows. We see The Simpsons, The Office. I know. Listen, The Office.
Yes.
The Office is my fave, like my fave of all time. What is your
Yes.
fave Greg Daniels show?
Ooh. Oh man.
I know, because the thing is, he has like literally, it's honestly crazy. Because The
I
Simpsons,
know.
I know, it's wild.
I might have to go Simpsons, honestly.
And then
I
there's
mean,
Saturday Night Live
The
too.
Office is like a classic. Like, you can't go wrong with that. But I grew up watching The Simpsons, and and then kept watching. Like, I loved
Yeah,
it. The
yeah.
Simpsons.
I
I
know,
loved it. I was like,
and
yeah,
it's
I'm
still
in.
going. It's still
Yes.
going. They're like,
Yes.
look, until the end of time, until the afterlife.
Okay.
Okay, literally.
What if there was a Simpsons inspired afterlife? I don't know if I'd want to hang out with Homer in that way, though.
No, because it would just be, I think you would literally probably lose your mind at that point. Or
Right.
you'd be like, okay, I'm a cartoon, so like, can I die? Like, can I forever die? And I wanted to know that too. Like, so in Upload, you could pretty much just like play around with death and just never die. Well, I get, unless you go into that one, well, we don't want to get into it. We don't want to give you guys too much details.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we do want you to watch it. But yeah, it does make you pose a lot of questions within your own mind. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Next question. What gadget or future tool from Upload would you use in real life right now?
Ooh. Oh man. You know what? I could really use the 3D printer right about now.
Okay.
Because, like,
yes.
the thing is, it's not. I know you guys are like, we have 3D printers now. So what are you talking about? These 3D printers, you make your own food. Like, that's how you make food. You just like put in boop boop, put in the recipe, and it's like blah, 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 and like it comes out, and it's delicious and it's food.
That's literally what I was gonna choose.
Right?
Because it's like perfect.
Oh yeah, I've been cooking, and I love cooking, but I've been cooking so much that I'm like, I need a break. Like and some of the things that you want to eat, it's like, I don't want to, you know, I'm going to spend hours in the kitchen making this casserole.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm tired.
Literally,
you know?
just honestly, I tell people all the time, I don't want to cook. I know how to cook. It's just not for me. You know, some people like they
Right.
really enjoy it.
Yes.
Just not, you know, just not for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say, what's been your quarantine snack? You said ice cream. Has there been anything else that you've been eating a lot during quarantine?
Oh, plantain chips.
Okay. Okay. I
Yes.
still haven't gotten into plantains. I've been trying my best.
Really?
I know.
What's holding you back? Let's dive into that.
It's weird because it's like it's a dried fruit. Cause like, okay, I used to like raisins, but then now I'm just like,
Yeah.
not really for me. So
Yeah.
I think it's just the fact that when I think of fruit, it's juicy, and when you eat plantain chips, it's not. It's
Yeah.
dried. So I think that's like that's throwing me off. It's a little weird for me.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Have you tried them
Mm-hmm.
fried? Like a fried
Oh,
plantain?
I have not. I have not. I'm
No,
sorry. Let me
that's
not butcher.
bomb.
Is it? Okay. I'll definitely
Plantain.
get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Get me
But people
together.
say plantain. People say that
Mm-hmm.
too.
Okay.
I
But
say
no,
plantain.
well, we like to
I
be.
wasn't gonna call you out on it.
No, I appreciate you. First of all, no, we have to get into it because I'm a zodiac geek. Are you a zodiac person? Because I love Capricorns.
Obsessed. Yes. Yes. What are
Yes,
you?
I'm an Aries.
Oh.
Oh, are we? Oh no,
Well,
I'm a
hello.
See, no. See, that's crazy. Listen. The thing is, I love Capricorns. You guys are off the chain though, but I love y'all. It's like
What do you mean?
You guys
are
are
on the chain.
It's kind of like, okay. And the thing is, my dad's a Capricorn, my best friend's a Capricorn. Like, I have Capricorns all through my life. I love you guys, but it's just like you guys are so tunnel vision when it comes to your career that you guys can sometimes be detached from your emotions a little bit and your relationships, just a little bit.
You ain't gonna read me right now, okay? You ain't gonna read me.
Listen,
I did not sign on this to be read.
Listen, I'm just saying, I love you guys. Y'all a little crazy, but love you at the same time. Seriously.
You know what? I don't mess with Geminis. That's my, I see someone's GRC 14 said they're Gemini. I'm sorry.
I know, because you never really know where they're coming from, and you never know when they're turning it off and on.
It's like 1 second you're cool, the other second you're not. I can't, I can't follow that. Pick a side. Be happy.
Pick a side. Pick a side. Pick a side.
Or not.
Just... Right. Leave me alone. Either way. Absolutely. I wanted to say, okay. Oh, so one thing that I loved about Upload was that you get to choose a memory to take with you into your afterlife.
Ooh.
What is a memory that you would take with you?
Oh my gosh. I would take playing at the Stade, I'm gonna butcher this, the Stade de France,
okay,
the stadium in Paris.
Okay.
I would take that memory, playing on stage with Prince.
Yes.
In front of, I think it's 80,000 people.
I mean, what was that experience like? And it's Prince.
Yeah. That was my first like stadium arena show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unreal.
Yeah.
It's unreal. I mean, there's so many memories. I feel like it's hard. I wish I was, maybe I should have picked something that was a little more like sentimental. Like,
no,
I don't know.
That's a great moment. Prince, what? Like a legend I mean, you literally met an icon in their moments when they're still making music. No, that's a memory I would keep. I would want that.
I mean, there's so many memories. It's hard. It's so tough to pick like one that like to like replay, and especially even my time with him like that. There's just so many memories of. But I would say that the Paris day, I would say, because we landed in Paris, we went straight to the hotel, and at the hotel there was this terrace, and I remember we stood on this terrace, and it was like in viewing distance of the Eiffel Tower, and I'm like looking at the Eiffel Tower, I'm looking back, Prince is there, I'm looking at the Eiffel Tower, I'm in Paris, I'm like, what's happening? We're playing a show? What's going on at the stadium? And then we're like jamming on our guitars together. I mean, just that entire day. And I think earlier in the day we had done what's that show, guys? What was the show I was on? It was a morning show. Oh,
we can Google it as you're
I'm a
thinking, but
mess.
as you're
This is
explaining.
where
No,
you're
you're
but yeah,
fine.
so we did this morning show, and I got to play my song People Pleaser.
Yes.
So I would say that day. I don't know if it
Mm-hmm.
was the same day that we also played at the stadium, but all of that time in Paris was that, yeah, would be Canal Plus. Thank you. Was the
Yes.
show. Okay.
Absolutely.
Anyway, but yes.
No, I'm here. I'm listening to all of it. I love it. Did you ever get to have any conversations with? I assume you did. Did you have any conversations with Prince?
Tons. I mean, I was
Yeah.
I was in the band and we toured for a year and a half.
Yes, that's awesome.
About a year touring. We toured throughout Europe and then we toured in Canada. And then we recorded my second album together.
Mm-hmm.
And just recorded a lot of music that he released, in his last couple of records, which was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, my fondest memories are of us just playing songs back and forth that we
Mm-hmm.
were sharing with each other, and talking about life and afterlife.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this would be a show that he'd be really fascinated by.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure we would have some really intense discussions about it, because
Yeah.
he, he probably would have some very, very clear opinions and strong opinions about it, which would be really great to kind of hear. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd love to pick his
so
mind.
many.
Like literally.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's super, super dope. I know you actually too, before I get to I'll ask my last upload question and then we'll get into your music. Do you think that you'll have any music that will be on upload?
Not for this season,
Okay.
but I curated a playlist for Nora,
Mm-hmm.
as her character, and so that's coming out, I believe this weekend,
Yes.
through
Okay.
Amazon. So that was really
Yes.
fun to like the play. Yeah, just play with it. I love creating playlists and yeah. So I'm hoping in the future seasons, hopefully we get more, second season and a third and fourth,
And we
but
will.
to kind of just, yes, putting in the universe, we will.
Yes.
um I'll get to do more on the music side, which will be really cool.
Absolutely. Who's the top artist on your playlist right now?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's tough.
We can do workout songs. But I really want to know who's on your top playlist as an artist. Who do you enjoy listening to?
I mean, I've been playing this song over and over again, which is Mood by DVSN.
Okay, yes, yes. Because they just came out with a project, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
And I'm like, that, yeah. That
Have you,
song,
is it
no.
from their new project?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I need to listen to it because I got hooked on them like maybe a year and a half ago, and I was like, okay. And I live for like those, the double team like groups, like where
Yes.
it's just two.
The
I
duos.
love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I feel like there's been like a resurgence or whatever. Like that's the thing
Yes.
now. It used to be like boy bands and girl groups and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like duos.
Mm-hmm.
Although I mean, there's a part of me, and I was talking to a friend of mine who's also a singer. I was like, I think we need to do a girl group. I mean, is it time? Is it time to maybe,
I feel it. I think that a girl group would be, I think it's one of those things where maybe people are afraid to do groups because really I'm trying to think the last like super successful music group that we've seen is
was
Migos.
it like Fifth Harmony?
Oh, like girl group.
Or
yeah,
I guess Migos. Yeah,
they're like the last group that I've seen. Pop off. But girl groups though, we definitely do need because we need some like more slow jams, love songs.
Yeah.
Yes, like old school 90s R&B. Yes,
where they were just like cool, like they just you know, they didn't
Right.
do too much. They did just enough. And then you're like,
Right.
yes, you
No, for
know,
real.
they
Totally like
didn't
it
work
was.
so hard.
Okay.
I'm down. I'm down to be in a girl group. All I do is sit and just be like,
Listen. Ooh, okay. So who would be in your girl group?
me lip singing.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I can't. Listen, you just on the side, okay? So who would you have in your girl group?
What?
Come on, TLC.
I know, right?
Or
Oh, what would be in my girl group?
that,
Oh, you know
or
what I?
oh, go ahead. Go. No, go.
No, you go.
I was gonna say either answer that or who was your favorite girl group growing up?
Oh, wow. I mean, I think TLC.
Yeah.
TLC for favorite girl group. There's so many jams.
Yeah, and Destiny's Child. I just re-listened to Destiny's Child, and oh my gosh, like their first. I think it was their first.
Yeah.
When it was more of them, I can't name everyone in the group when it had their original group, but like going back and listening to old school stuff is like wow, especially being older now. Because at first, when you're young, you're like, okay, you know, pony.
Right.
I don't really know what that means. But now I do, so I can go back and like understand the different lingo. But yeah, so you would say TLC is your fave?
Yeah, I think so. As far as girl groups, I'm trying to think. Oh, you remember 3LW?
Yes, absolutely, I do.
Yes, they're my jam.
Yes.
Or B2K. Listen,
B2K. You know, B2K. I feel like that wasn't. It was kind of like that was more my sister. She's. That was more her era. I think my era was more not B5. I listened to B5, but not NSYNC was my deal.
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Kinda.
All right.
Just a little. Right. Yeah, I
You're
know.
One of those. You're one of those. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We were doing so well. We were doing
so well. I tried my best. I was like, should I let her know? I don't know. I don't want to. You
should have held it back. You should have kept that inside.
I'm logging off at this point.
You can go. Oh, SWV.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Come on. Y'all better come vote these.
And vote. I know.
New kids on the block. Now that's a throwback.
You remember 98 Degrees?
Yes. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes. Come on.
Red Hot Chili Peppers are great.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Like, there's so many. And what I want you to come back is like pop rock. Like like yes. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, like Fall Out Boys, like seriously, and Maroon 5. Like I need that pop rock era.
When Maroon 5 was like cool,
no,
and not
seriously.
just all pop and just like Ooh, Boys to Men.
Yes. I know.
I mean, and that's the thing, right? I think like we've gotten into where it's like anthems. It's like everybody's like doing anthems. It's like I'm like, especially in the pop space. Like I don't want an anthem. Like I just like give me, I feel like there was a phase where it's like a lot of anthem-y songs.
Yes, I agree. Like singles, people are more focused on singles than actually just like projects. Queen Bee said that. Beyonce was like, people don't make, they don't do the projects anymore, like the full-blown albums. They just want to put out singles, which I agree. I live for a good album.
You know whose album though? I can't believe I'm gonna say this right now, but I have been jamming to Justin Bieber's album.
Girl, listen, a believer, okay?
Jam. Okay.
No, seriously. No, people, listen, we gonna pray for him in a lot of different ways in some areas, but overall, when it comes to being an artist, he is it, okay? No, seriously, Usher's not gonna just pick up anybody,
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I agree.
This latest album, I was like, fire.
Girl,
fire.
No, for real. Literally, if anybody doubted Justin when I think it was Boyfriend, I think that's what the name of the album was, Boyfriend, when If I Was Your Boyfriend, that album was crazy, like out of this world. And I think the next one he got a little bit too poppy techno a little bit for me, and that's when I was like, okay. But if you're co-signing it, definitely about to listen.
Okay. 100%. Side
Yeah.
note, this is the last thing I want
Yes.
to say though.
No,
This just popped in my head and I was like, I have to say this. But like, do you remember Mario?
like Mario, like the anime, like the video game Mario.
I love you.
Child.
I love you so much. And
Yes. I'm like, Mario who? Mario Kart?
Mario Lopez?
Yes.
Like,
Right. Yes. No, Mario. Underrated. No, like, the thing is,
but
he
you
like,
say I'm just a friend.
yes.
Oh, baby, you.
And
What?
still,
I mean.
no, for real. Absolutely. And he actually came out, like, I don't know if it was on Twitter or on Instagram, that he like put out some like sample of a song that he was like, working on. And then that's the last we heard of it. So I hope that he's like really actually, I know.
Don't play with us like that.
Okay. My go-to though, like Forever Love, is Trey Songz. That's like
Really?
Yes, Trey Songz. Listen to his mixtapes. Anticipation 1 and 2 slap. Okay, like slap,
really?
slap. Yes. No, girl, listen. Trey Songz. You know what I mean? Yes, Trey Songz. Literally, he doesn't get enough credit. He really doesn't. But yeah Trey Songz is. Listen to Anticipation 1 and 2, specifically 2.
Okay.
2 is great.
Okay.
But yes, okay.
All right.
We'll get into our last question, and I have a question about your music also. So
yeah.
Nora tells Nathan at the end of the episode of the first one that God gave us these tools to be creative. We mentioned it a little bit earlier in the interview, but do you agree with that sentiment? That God gave us these tools to be able, even though it sometimes is on the borderline of going beyond immoral, unethical, do you feel like God gave us these tools and resources to be able to do this?
I mean, seeing as how I have a direct line with God, my G, you know, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I feel like...
No, I mean, it's really, because it made me think about it. It really did. It made me think about it in the sense of, like, for instance, like medicine, of course, like he wants us to be able to be intelligent enough to provide for ourselves. He allowed us to be able to have thoughts and minds and, ideas to be able to create those things.
I mean, I think my biggest takeaway from my G is the ability to choose. That is our greatest gift and curse, is the ability to choose. And so you always have a choice, and it's what you choose to do with that kind of responsibility, right?
Absolutely.
I think, God created us with this immense amount of knowledge and gifts and talents. And I think about that often with the gifts that I've been blessed with. The ability to sing and act and create and create things that bring people joy. And I think about how can I better serve those and honor them to make the world better.
Absolutely.
Now, if making the world better is, so we continue to connect with the people that we love, then is it such a bad thing?
Right.
And if it's if people that normally would be gone are now alive or existing in this afterlife, and we have the ability to talk to them, and they have the ability to now continue to educate us and teach us, what a gift.
Yeah.
Because then, now future generations who normally wouldn't have the chance to, I mean, imagine if like Martin Luther King or, Rosa Parks or, all these people were in Upload, and we get to have a conversation with them.
No, yeah.
And you get to be like, help impart, help guide us, give us, help, raise up the future generations and give them that resource that, yes, the resource is now through our YouTube and things like that, which is great. So is that not an extension of what we already have now?
Absolutely. I love that. No, yes. No, I love that. No, you put that together very, very well, and it made me confirm how I felt about it. So thank you. That was very well put together. You actually have a performance that's going on April 30th. This is with Lena Waithe and Hillman Grad Productions.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow, y'all, at 3 p.m. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is at 3.
I'm so glad you know my schedule better than me.
Listen, gotta be on it, okay? No, listen. Look, you are booked, busy, and blessed. All right, we got to keep it popping and let the people know what you're doing.
I love the
okay?
3 Bs.
You got to. We got to do it, especially for our people. You got to. But so, how did that come about? How did that partnership come about? And can you give us any details about what you might be performing?
Yeah, Lena and I came up on the game together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes.
So I that was my first acting role, was on the game, playing TT's girlfriend. it was a long time ago. It was so fun. So and so that's where we met. So I've known her like a decade. We've known each other. And she's always been so supportive of my music and my artistry and I of her. So it kind of it's just been really organic. And when she heard some of my new music, she ended up producing one of my music videos, Angels Make Love.
Yes.
So that was so great, and that video came out stunning. So this was kind of like the next iteration of it, of like, hey, would you be interested in doing a live? And of course, like any chance to kind of partner with her and continue to support what she's doing, which is really great. I'm in. So yeah, tomorrow. Yes. I mean, I don't know. I'll take some requests if people have any ideas of what I should play tomorrow. Even if you have a song that you'd like to hear.
No, I love it.
I'm like, have to check it out and see what I can do with it. I did Nelly's Hot in Here on Monday, which is kind of random.
And you sang it.
I sang it.
Okay. No, you might have to run that one back. You might have to run that one back, because I will definitely tune in.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's dope. No, because I just want to know what that sounds like. That's okay. I'm into it. That's super, super dope. Why Hot in Here? You just was like, that's the one.
You know what? I was listening to a playlist on Spotify, and it's like called Throwback Jams or something like that, and that song came on. I was like, oh man, I remember, I loved this song when it came out. And then I had the thought, I was like, oh, it'd be really funny to like flip it and like sing it kind of acoustic vibe. So that was fun. Yeah.
I love it. Well, no, just that's my request. Run it by okay? But no, I do want to say again, thank you so much for tuning in with us at Where is the Buzz TV. And yeah, I look forward to everything. Y'all need to stay tuned for Upload, because it comes out this Friday, May 1st. She's going to be hitting y'all up with them vocals tomorrow at 3 p.m., April 30th, Lena Waithe, Hillman Grad Productions. So, I mean, literally watch for your girl, Andy, because she's doing big things. And hit her up with more questions and requests, like she said. So, yeah, thank you so much again.
Thank you. This has been so much fun. It's just like made my day. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I'm like so excited. And it's been really fun. And Amazon is doing a watch party on Twitter on Friday at 5 p.m. We're all gonna like press play and start watching at the same time. And so for those of you watching, and if you want to join in, so Friday at 5 on Twitter on the Prime Video account, we're gonna be like there hanging out,
jamming it up. Yeah,
jamming it up. But yes, so glad you enjoyed the first episode. And
I did. Yeah. And they left you wondering what was going to happen. So I was like, I only want to watch the first episode because I don't want to know too much for the interview. Yes. But yeah, no, the ending of the first episode, I was like, okay, y'all trying to do cliffhangers? I'm like, ready. No, seriously, it is so good, y'all. And y'all know for me, I would not tell you otherwise if it wasn't. So yes, the Upload is super, super dope. And it's dope that it's an Amazon Prime, show. So I'm excited. Yeah. I'm super, super excited. But yeah, well, congratulations again. Thank you so much for tuning in with us and speaking to us. So I hope you have a nice night and be safe, girl.
You too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. See you.
All right. Bye.